I should have known earlier about President Bush, but I gave him some rope, a lot of rope, and then he hung all of us with it. I should have known it when I heard him say, when it comes to evolution, the jury's still out. What jury where? The Scopes trial is over. I never thought that during the course of my life that a president would be elected who didn't believe in evolution, or at least kind of in the ballpark of it, or thought maybe it's got some merit. But no, he believes that the earth was created in 7 days. Whew, takes my breath away. And why does he believe that? Because he read it in the Old Testament, which is the book of my people, the Jewish people. And that book wasn't good enough for you Christians. Was it? He went, no, we've got a better book with a better character. You're gonna love him. And you called your book new and said our book was old. And yet every Sunday, I turn on the television set. And there's a priest or a pastor reading from my book and interpreting it. And their interpretations, I have to tell you, are usually wrong. And it's not their fault, because it's not their book. You never see a rabbi on TV interpreting the New Testament, do you? If you want to truly understand the Old Testament, if there's something you don't quite get, there are Jews who walk among you. And they, I promise you this, will take time out of their very Jewy day and interpret for you anything that you're having trouble understanding, and we will do that if, of course, the price is right. Was the earth created in 7 days? No. For those of you who believe it was, for you Christians, let me tell you, then you do not understand the Jewish people. We Jews understand that it did not take place in 7 days, and that's because we know what we're good at. And what we're really good at is bullshit. This is a wonderful story that was told to the people in the desert in order to distract them from the fact that they did not have air conditioning. I would love to have the faith to believe that it took place in 7 days, but I have thoughts. And that can really fuck up the faith thing. Just ask any Catholic priest. And then there are fossils. Whenever anybody tries to tell me that they believe it took place in 7 days, I reach for a fossil and go, fossil. And if they keep talking, I throw it just over their head. There are people who believe that dinosaurs and men lived together, that they roamed the earth at the same time. There are museums that children go to in which they build dioramas to show them this. And what this is, purely and simply, is a clinical psychotic reaction. They are crazy. They are stone cold fuck nuts. I can't be kind about this because these people are watching the Flintstones as if it were a documentary. Oh. There is a big difference between the Old Testament and the New Testament, and that is the New Testament God is really kind of a great guy. He is, especially when you compare him to the Old Testament God, who is a prick. I don't know what happened to God, over time, how he matured, if he went to an anger management class, or maybe just the birth of a son calmed him down. But before he had the kid, holy fuck, he was out of control. All you got to do is read the Old Testament. It's unbelievable. Look at Abraham, the first man to have faith in one God. And what does God do? Hey, Abraham, come here. Come here. Bring your kid. Let's barbecue him. Moses spends his life, crosses the desert with them, 40 years devoting to his people to get them out of Egypt, across the desert to the promised land. And God goes, hey, Mo, you're not getting in. Kiss my ass. Oh, there's a guy you want to work for. The reason that the Old Testament God is a prick was because the Old Testament is designed as a book to get the Jews to straighten up and fucking fly right. Because they were out of control. They were 10 hairs away from being baboons. And that's the point when I do that in the South, that you can hear the veritable fucking pin drop. Figure it out, okay? You watch Jerry Springer. That's what we're like now. Imagine what they were like then. They needed rules. They needed to know that marriage takes place between a man and a woman, because they were wandering into camp with camels going, I'm in love. I don't give a shit what you are. You can't marry a snapping turtle, asshole. If I've learned anything from the last year and a half, it's quite simply that we don't know what we're doing anymore. You know? Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, all hit by this huge storm, and the U.S. government watched it as if it were a made-for-TV movie. Holy shit, I didn't know it was on tonight. Where'd they get all the extras? And those special effects are spectacular. The man who took the brunt of the blame was Michael Brown. Michael Brown was the head of FEMA. FEMA, I always thought was a bone here in your ass. Coccyx, FEMA, hoo-da-ha, whatever it is. And the job that prepared Michael Brown for FEMA was he was the head of the Arabian Horse Association. You can see the connection there. Not even a great fiction writer could come up with that. He ran horse shows, and he was fired from that job. He ran horse shows. Anybody in this room can run a horse show. You'll be drunk for 3 days and vomiting at will. You can run a horse show. I know because I used to go to horse shows. Not of my own volition. I had a girlfriend, and her sister was an equestrian. Equestrian, by the by, that's the gayest word in the English language. As a matter of fact, I thought Brokeback Mountain should have been called Two Equestrians. There is nothing worse than going to some event that you have no interest in. I didn't give a shit, but you got to pretend. I mean, what do you say? It's a horse show. Look at the cock on that one. I'd say he's a winner if he doesn't trip over it. All you need to run a horse show is the ability to say, next.